If you're one of those people who wears a mask for various reasons, maybe you want to be respectful to those around you. Maybe you're one of those on the fence people who not really sure and you just want to wear the mask because maybe, right? Maybe there's something out there. Maybe I'm protecting myself, maybe I'm protecting someone else. I urge you to stop, and here's why. Because you're virtue signaling, and you're doing it without knowledge or without access or information of science. Because I can show you where the mask manufacturers themselves will tell you that the masks don't do any good. They don't stop the spread of any disease, and in some cases they print it right on the box, this mask will not stop the spread of COVID-19. So you're not protecting anyone, you're not protecting yourself, and you're not protecting others. So stop the virtue signaling. Stop acting like you're helping yourself or helping others. Quit it. More importantly, this idea of protecting others. Oh, you're not wearing it for yourself, you're wearing it for me. Quit it. Just stop. You remember last year in 2019 or 18 or 17 or 16, 15, 14. The hospital, you ever been to the hospital? Nobody wore masks. At any given moment, somebody could have walked through the door with a terrible respiratory disease, infectious, airborne, like tuberculosis or Legionnaire's disease or even the flu. They weren't wearing masks. That's not why they wear masks at the hospital. They only wear a mask at the hospital to keep the doctor from spitting into an open wound during surgery. So when you wear your mask, if you're one of those people who wear a mask because I want to respect everyone else, you're virtue signaling. What you're doing is you're sending a message to everyone else that it's okay for them to live in fear. If more people saw people like us, like me, because I have never once, not one time have I ever put on a mask in any store. And I've only gotten a hard time a few times on occasion. And it's pretty easy. They say, would you like a mask, sir? And I say, no, thank you. And they say, well, you got to have a mask. And I just say, no, thank you. And then somebody else will pipe up, you got to have a mask. And I just keep walking, and then they leave me alone. Because the fact is, they're not allowed to harass you. And by law, they're not allowed to ask why you're not wearing a mask. And the science says that the masks don't do shit anyway. And if you're one of those people who just puts it on because you don't want to be harassed, stop being a fucking pussy. Stand up for what you know to be true. Stop virtue signaling. Because when you wear your mask, you're signaling to other people it's okay for them to be afraid. It's okay for them to wear a mask. Because they're wearing their mask. And they look around and they go, he's got a mask, and everyone else has got a mask, so it's okay, I'm wearing my mask, I'm in the crowd, everyone's doing the same thing. Fuck that shit. Stop virtue signaling. Stop it. If you're one of those people on the fence, and you're just afraid that maybe there's something out there, well, there's not. The science is in. There's nothing out there. There's no new corona. There's no new corona, YouTube. Take this video down. Strike my channel. There's no new corona. How do I say this? How do I know this? Because the CDC just fucking admitted that they do not have a quantifiable viral particle. Hashtag page 39, anyone? Hashtag page 39. Go to the FDA.gov and see the CDC document where they say that they do not have a quantifiable, which means measurable, viral particle. They don't have it. They can't prove it. They cannot prove a new virus. Period. There's no new virus. And everyone wearing a mask, if you're doing it out of fear, stop it. Don't live your life in fear. It's only a 99.98% survival rate if you get it, if it exists. Which it doesn't exist. They can't prove it exists. It's a fact. And if you wear your mask, other people see you and they think it's okay for them to wear their mask. So you're signaling to other people that their unfounded fear is okay. So maybe more people like me, and I'm not virtue signaling, but hey, have some fucking balls. Walk into a store without a mask. Go to Home Depot, go to Walmart, go to Kroger, go to Publix, go to Aldi, go to Lidl. Just walk in, do your shopping. Don't bother anybody. Don't cause a problem. If somebody asks you for a mask or asks you to offer you a, just say no thank you. Go to the bank. Just don't wear one. First of all, they don't work. The CDC, the WHO, the FDA, Imperial London College, nobody, no science suggests, there have been studies, and they don't work. They don't stop the spread of disease. Second of all, they're actually dangerous. And I'm not talking about the lack of oxygen, because that's super, super minimal. Anybody who has that argument doesn't understand what they're talking about. It's true, but it's so minimal as to be insignificant. What is true is that it's a fucking petri dish, because droplets come out of your mouth when you speak and when you breathe. And that mask catches those droplets. And it's a warm, moist environment. It's a fucking petri dish. And we're already seeing a rise in what's called mask pneumonia, some Legionnaire's disease. You're making yourself sick. The mask, and most people don't wear them properly below the nose, and so your nose is breathing all over the mask, and you're constantly touching it because it keeps fucking falling down. You're touching this and you're touching that, and you're jerking off and you're touching this and you're handling that, and then you got to fucking fiddle with your mask all goddamn day long, and you're not fucking smart enough to realize that you're only supposed to wear a mask about 2 hours. A doctor who is in surgery doesn't wear his mask for the whole surgery. If he has a 7-hour surgery, he wears 3 masks because it's about a 2-hour limit. Every 2 hours is supposed to change. Why? Because they get full of spit droplets, and it's a fucking petri dish of bacteria. Terrible, horrible bacteria. Stuff that'll make you really sick. Stuff that could potentially kill you. But you're virtue signaling. So quit it. What I would love to see is more people without masks. Every now and then when I'm in Home Depot or Lowe's, I see somebody walking around without a mask. And when I see them, I make a point to walk up, shake their hand, and congratulate them. Congratulations. You're not afraid. Congratulations. Congratulations. Stop virtue signaling. You're not helping. You're actually harming. There's no reason to wear a mask. There's actually good scientific reasons not to wear a mask. And for those of you who are on the fence and you think you're doing it for altruistic reasons, you think that you're helping other people be at ease, You're not. You're not helping people be at ease. You're helping people confirm that their fear has a foundation. You're confirming that being afraid is okay for no apparent reason, for no scientific reason. In fact, in complete opposition to actual science. Knock it off. Be brave. Stop.